circle is actually for Myanmar and Nigma. The only team right now at a big disadvantage is Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, yes, right now with their position, they're gonna be like facing their hard challenge, especially like Myanmar. They know their position. Where is the Sri Lankans players right now? And what I really like about Myanmar is they're really active. Oh, but now.
Sneaky peeky movement coming from Sri Lanka right now. One of the member climbing up slowly, proning here, doing something. They want to get close to the Myanmar side. They are getting the side actually. They are giving he is giving the information, and now he got the gun, he got the weapon. It's almost too close to one of the member coming from Myanmar. What will happen?
But Marriott is kind of know what is going to happen right now. But now Marriott taking down one of the player from Myanmar, Yangon Galacticos. They are gonna facing up a hard challenge right now. Especially there is gonna be like a trade knock happening right now. But Nigma Galaxy though, they really need to take this momentum to win this game.
Oh my God, that was a nasty movement coming from Myanmar towards Sri Lanka. It is not a knockdown, but a lot of health point just be reduced. And right now, the net already being cut to one towards the front of the player of Sri Lanka. Can he get out? Can he get out from the net? He can get out. And right now, top two, Nigma Galaxy versus Sri Lanka with a very low HP. The net is connected, and that's it. The chicken dinner for Nigma Galaxy.
Right. That
I believe only 2 elimination points for them.
Yeah.
I guess so.
They're playing more safe rather than the others. I mean, like if you're mentioning about aggressiveness, it's coming from the Nepal. That is actually hands out. I mean, like they keep giving us surprises, meeting over the Bhutan, chasing them down, hunt them down, eliminating them one by one, and the Sri Lanka. I mean, like since the early round, we see that actually the movement coming from Sri Lanka is also coming really aggressive.
Yeah,
they really want to claim out of all of the elimination point. But yeah, Uzbekistan giving like 2 rounds, I believe 2 or 3 rounds, very intact and very intense. We see that actually he knows there's a possibility to rush it, and he did it, with the strategy that you mentioned before, like one member staying in the behind with the scope and 2 members is rushing in, which is like a triangle kind of strategy, and it's so good. And I want to give the shout out to one of the player coming from the Sri Lanka that is climbing up, proning up to see the opportunity to seek for the Myanmar,
and he got one.
That's a really game changer. If he doesn't do that, there will be a fight between Nigma Galaxy and Sri Lanka, and Myanmar just we're gonna wait. You will fight me. What Myanmar will do, right?
Yeah.
But because of that flank coming from Sri Lanka, is just changing around and make them to be the number 2. At least number 2.
At least
number
2. So, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the opening game for Group B. We still have 2 more games available for now, which is Miramar and Sanhok. But before we jumping into the next game, which is Miramar,
we're going to Living. Oh no!
No! You want to play Living?
No.
I thought you want to play Living. But we are gonna have a short break, so stay tuned with us here at 14th World Esports Championship. See you again. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Asia Regional Qualifiers of Bali 14th World Esports Championship 2022. And we're gonna proceeding into the second game for Group B, which is Miramar. And still with me, Donavizca Eldoge and also Feli Jaffe.
Yeah, we are back here for what an amazing performance that been shown in the Group B. But for you guys who just joined the channel, maybe you just wondering what is this one? This is the Bali 14 World Esports Championship 2022. This is the Asia qualifier.
Yep.
But later on, the main event will be held in Bali on 2nd until 11th of December 2022, which is going to be very interesting because this is going to be the first festival, I guess.
Yeah.
The biggest one that is close to the beach.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Beach Esports Festival.
Yeah, with a total prize pool for about 500,000 USD. So it's a very big event, 6 game, 7 category.
Yep.
Because one of the game there will be for men and for the women.
Yep.
And also a lot of activity. World Esports Championship itself, Esport and Gaming Exhibition, Esport and Gaming Festival, FNB Festival, and also Esport Workshop.
Yeah.
And yes, also this event is held by PBSI and also ISF and organized by Garudaku. And as well, we also having our sponsor here who's joining us in this event, which is Taiwan Excellence, High Grounds, and our hotel partner, which is Merusaka Hotel,
Yeah.
which is going to be the venue as well.
Yeah, it's
And
going to be the
also
venue.
our room, right? No?
Yeah.
Our hotel.
It's supposed to be like that. I
Hope
heard
so.
it's going to be like
I
that.
hope so.
But
Osaka, please.
I heard that I heard we will have like 5 stages later on. Like each element will represent a game.
Yep.
Like for the Earth stage, it will be Dota 2.
Yep.
For the Air stage, it will be Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Okay.
Water stage will be Tekken 7 and eFootball.
Okay.
Fire stage will be our stage actually for the PUBG
Our
Mobile.
so you're going to
Yeah.
be on PUBG Mobile stage.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Go,
All
Fat
right.
Jay.
All right. And then
And then the last stage, which is the I stage, will be the one for
CSGO.
CSGO.
I don't know it is a coincidence or what, but fire stage for PUBG Mobile.
Because it's on fire,
It's
actually.
gonna be lit, right?
yeah, it's going to be
It's
lit.
gonna be lit because
It's going to be
the
on fire.
gameplay is amazing and the representative so far is amazing. And from the website and the social media from Garudaku, we already have some of the representatives.
Yep.
Especially from Europe, there is already one team, so they already waiting another 15 great teams that will play at Bali at this
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, talking
Yeah.
about the stages though, the Earth stage, which is represented by Dota, Air stage MLBB, Water stage Tekken 7 and eFootball, it's gonna be held outdoor.
Oh.
So it's gonna be pretty interesting to watch.
It is.
To watch an esports competition outdoor at the beach.
Yeah.
By
beach
the beach.
area.
Yeah.
How about like we can feel
Chill.
the air of the ocean,
I
the
can
beach.
imagine the breeze of the ocean
breeze.
with a cup
Coconut.
Oh yeah, that's true.
maybe mojito, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
and-
mojito, for me coconut.
And watch some
For
e-sport
me,
event.
coconut as well. I cannot
Wow,
relate.
I'm the only one.
The coconut water.
Coconut
good,
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
and then-
chips, nachos maybe.
Nachos.
Right? It's
Yo!
gonna be so- you look so happy already. Okay, so shall we shine?
Yeah.
Shall we sign?
You know, fella,
This is the
12
pen.
years. I think 12 years for me not coming to Bali, so I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
For you guys,
course,
are you guys
of course.
excited as well? Because if you do, please grab the ticket right now. It's www.garudaku.com/tickets. Go grab yours. Book your flight because Eldoge, Donna, and me will book our flight as well
Yeah.
with PBSE and also Garudaku later. But yeah, also if you want to know more about this Bali 14 World Esports Championship 2022, you can just check Instagram of garudaku.asi and also the other platform, which is Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok. Don't
Yeah.
forget,
Yep,
we
yep,
also
yep.
have the Indonesia Esports Summit, the annual event that
Yep.
will be held by Indonesia. It's going to be on the Instagram Indonesia Esports Summit. So go follow it.
You know, Summit
it out.
is basically is meet up but
Meet up.
formal.
Formal meetup settings. So, ladies and gentlemen, the team is gonna be meet up also at the Miramar. So, I think the game is ready, and let's go into the second game of the day for Group B, Miramar.
Miramar. That the flight path back again is very spreading. They can go to the north side, to the west side, east side, and also the southern part of the map. It's not like before, like the Miramar before. It's like very, very quite horizontal kind of.
I think the pilot for Group B is better.
Yeah.
than the Group A.
Yeah.
We still have
Kind of-
Sanhok though. Later we don't know about the Sanhok.
The Sanhok, in terms of flight path, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can
It
still
actually
go
doesn't matter.
to any place you want, right?
Yeah.
Because it is smaller, but the pilot itself, I think this is the best pilot ever seen by the players because it helps them to go to their place. But again,
Yep.
back to Miramar, it is still a very must. It's not only must, but a very must to have a vehicle at the beginning of the session because it can help them to go towards everywhere they want. And for Picado, right now, Eagle. Namshin is already there, so Vietnam is in Picado right now.
All right, pretty interesting. Also from Yangon Galacticos
Two big
and
names.
Enigma Galaxy, two big names. They are gonna be guarding up the same kind of near position right now, but not with Yangon Galacticos. I believe they're not gonna be staying there too long because they have their vehicles and gonna be scrapping up the western side of the map.
Very interesting.
Very interesting because they are staying in the central side of the map itself. They're not going a little bit to the north or maybe a little bit to the south, and we are still not sure where this circle gonna go. I mean, like, it still can go to the west side, south, north, and it's very interesting that they just like know where they want to go. And actually, with this previous rounds situation, I do feel like they need to chill out a bit. I mean, like, back again, Miramar is a very big place. If they don't chill out a bit, maybe in the like first 3 rounds, we are gonna be losing some teams already.
Yeah, first circle, there will be a lot of fight if they are not chilling around. But I think Miramar will be a different story, different case because again, even though the same size with the Rangel, but the terrain is wider. So even though Yangon Galacticos and also the other Enigma is at the same place, which is El Pozo. They still can spread out, do the loot wherever they want, or even they can move around. Mountain Revo is still free, so maybe Yangon can go there or even Enigma. But the circle, I believe, even though it is not shown first, but it goes to the eastern side of the map. Center and eastern part because it is quite far actually from the western, but we'll see later how the circle goes because this is the very important thing for them to go. But
Well.
El Pozo is still a circle?
Yeah, I think because Enigma Galaxy is still inside a circle for now. We don't see like the
Guys, can we see the circle, please?
Yeah, can we open the circle or open the map to see the circle clearly because it's like quite confusing right now, or maybe it is in the center though.
Lord is rich.
Lord is rich. Yeah, look at the map.
Look at that skin.
Oh,
Very flex. Yeah. Last year, then the skin itself for the body. Okay, Lord, I know. So this is the circle. Oh,
In the
I'm
center.
wrong. At the center, more likely to the western, right?
Only
Little bit,
slightly
Slightly.
to the western.
But still, though, it is more than the eastern part, right? Yeah.
But maybe it's gonna be like the power grid kind of circle in the end, or what do you think?
Circle like this. Earlier, I'm right at Sanhok, right?
Yeah.
But circle like this is kind of unpredictable. It can be power grid on the top of that. It can be what?
Bouncing
Why?
around.
Why do Uzbekistan
Again and again?
fight at the beginning of the map? I just want to predict the circle, but we'll see the fight first because Uzbekistan and also Brunei are fighting the nade. But Uzbekistan knows it is not good for them to do the nade, but the HP. He is still safe with a very pixelated one, but Brunei, the nade, but still a bait. He will cooking again, I believe. Yeah, this will be a very good cook. 3, 2, 1, throw
Toss
it.
it up.
Yep.
Ooh.
a good position also for Uzbekistan.
And right now, I feel like that's the gameplay coming from Uzbekistan. They just like want to rush. They just want to do something. And I do believe like it's only one player that is going to that direction and giving the information, while the rest will be following him up later on and try to pick off over something. But it means that he needs to be strong. He needs to be very, very selective over what he needs to do inside of this kind of situation, because he's in the tight spot. He's actually jumping into the mouse trap.
Yeah.
And thinking, and also like imagining that he will be survived over this kind of situation.
All right, but
let's see how, because the other player of Brunei is coming around right now, Donna. So at least there will be 3, but we can see from the map also, same goes to the Uzbekistan team.
as well, yes, 2 of the players that has been split up from their position right now has been following up, because this is like the war that has been committed from both of the parties now. And there we go, 1 man down from Brunei Darussalam. It's opening up their gunfight right now. Galaxy, on the other hand, from the upper level of the house right now has been taken shot down. And 2 men down from Brunei Darussalam is gnarly for them. And this is gonna be like a hard challenge. Molotov has been tossed out. It's like a little bit reckless from them. And Buck right now, he is gonna be searching for Brunei's last man standing, I believe.
Oh my God, that was a very good shooting, good crossing fire coming from Uzbekistan, because they are not only in the same way, but they are finishing the movement of Brunei. The molly, the shot, that just too perfect. And Brunei Darussalam will be the first team go to the lobby right now. And Uzbekistan again and again with a very aggressive play for elimination without any sacrifice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without any man down
Yeah,
from
yeah.
them. Uzbekistan, 4 elimination point, 4 players still remain.
Yeah, I mean, like how they just like the precision that they try to bring for this one, and the bravery that I don't know. I mean, like it's also very disciplined. Despite he's like very aggressive going to the side of Brunei, but he's very disciplined and very patient, waiting for the backup to arrive first before he's just like opening everything. And they are just like, okay, not losing even a single player. Knockdown happens. Definitely, you're in the big war. But he's just like, okay, arranging stuff and waiting for a perfect chances and seeking for that one more that they want to get. And they finish Brunei quite fast, too soon here for them, and not even having the chance to run away.
Talking about the perfect timing, though, I believe like Uzbekistan really did well with the opening the war itself, because like as you can see, 2 of the Brunei's players hasn't arrived yet at the position.
Yeah, but for me, the main point of that fight, Uzbekistan know their limit. I mean, even though it is 2 versus 2, but Brunei Darussalam already make a plan at that place. They already got that place first or before Uzbekistan came. So that way, Uzbekistan do not want to make a very bold move. They wait their teammate come, or even the position coming from the Uzbekistan, the following teammate, they know where is the position to shoot player from Brunei. So that way, Brunei, even though they already regrouping 3 players at the compound of the 1 player of Uzbekistan, but they are being shot easily because a lot of angle can't be protected by the Brunei Darussalam itself. So that way, Uzbekistan just so perfect. Even at the end of the fight, they are not only with gun or using gun, but the molly is connected. So it's just a really short decision making, but it's still on point.
Yeah, 2 on point, and also like the condition is a little bit hairy for them previously, but right now we're moving into another teams that have pretty much met to each other. Bhutan and also Chinese Taipei right now, they see each other but haven't opening up a single gunfire.
I don't know why, but I feel like this particular group always have this opponent close by. This is Iraq versus Myanmar. We see that Nepal versus Bhutan. We see Chinese Taipei going against who is just now. I feel like they always
Bhutan.
meet each other. I mean, like I don't know why this particular group just like love to aim at each other.
I think they're just not enrolling for the World Esports Championship, but they're enrolling who is their arch nemesis from the beginning. I mean, like, you must meet me, okay? At the same place, at the same rotation, so you're fighting each other. But it is not planned, actually. But they're meet each other again.
And once again, also, Nigma Galaxy and Yangon Galacticos, as we saw earlier, at the first game, they met each other at the end game. But right now, in the early stage of Miramar, they match each other in the ridge sides of the terrain itself. But after opening up a little bit of firing, they don't really seem like to be committed to each other.
You know what? If I were Yangon, or maybe I was Nigma Galaxy, I won't do it as well. I mean, I know there is a strong opponent, and I don't want to be too soon. I don't want to be losing my chance to take the placement point. Definitely, I would try to ignore that kind of situation, going away, try to rotate, which is gonna be better, wiser, I suppose, rather than I try to rush in and not knowing what is the result. It might be good, but it also not gonna be very good.
But again, maybe Yangon have their own pride. If they already know Nigma is at their front, but if they do not know, they want to try because, again, back to the pride of Yangon itself, they are the invited team from the wild card to the PMRC. Then again, Yangon Galacticos is a really strong team from Myanmar. See how they're flying this condition, even though two players still committed for Nigma Galaxy, but they do not forget to have the objective, go to the second circle, go to the third one, or to the late game, because they already sent at least one player towards the circle, and this is, for me, is a great gameplay. You can commit for an elimination, but you still can have a way to the circle. I think it's just rendering, but at the real time, the player from Yangon is actually still covered up by the terrain.
By the terrain, by the ridges there that available. But same goes with Nigma Galaxy as well. Right now, they are sending up their men to open their pathway to touchdown into the next circle, I believe. Because as you can see from the previous match, they actually didn't really do much of a war.
Can I have intermezzo question?
Yeah.
Quite stupid actually. So I saw this one of particular streamer doing a thing about mathematics and also PUBG Mobile. So he sees calculating where is the position of the opponent, how far it is, and do the sniper.
I know that. I know, and it's connected. Right?
Yeah, it is. Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But again.
But the terrain doesn't really help you with that one, right? Especially in the side of Miramar.
It's actually helping.
Oh, okay.
When you see the minimap, fella Jave, there is a grid.
Grid.
Every mini grid is 100 meters. Every big grid is 1 kilometer. When you know how long the weapon or the bullet that will travel from the weapon, you can calculate by that.
Oh
so you
my
can
God.
actually.
But at that clip, it can be used perfectly when it comes to PUBG PC. Because PUBG PC, there is a down aim sight, if I'm not mistaken. So you can control how the trajectory curve, but not at PUBG Mobile.
Okay, got it.
But still, it helps you. I personally, a sniper player, when it comes to a 400 meters from the grid, I will not shoot. Because it will not connect it. But when it comes to less than 400 meters, you can say I'm an eagle eye.
But that is actually a smart way to play a game, because I do believe every game we can calculate even for a single matter inside the game. But right now we are seeing
from a chess player.
No, not me. But right now there's two teams coming nearby to each other, and I believe both of the flag is two of the strong team as well, coming from Southeast Asia, Myanmar and also Vietnam. But the difference though between them is the Myanmar side filled with more of the pro player. Oh no, Vietnam is also Eagle Esports player, right?
The difference.
Yeah.
The difference
Vietnam is not joining PMRC. But the young one is the participant.
So you're not included into the circle.
Oh!
PMRC circle.
We're the same Southeast Asia, but
different circle.
I'm BMRC players. You're just maybe next time.
Maybe next
Good luck
time.
next time.
But Yangon really want to get over the elimination point towards this Vietnam player across the hills. They really want to got it for real because Marnet keep aiming over that one. And I think like it's quite hard to get over this one since right now most of the teams is actually trying to get the best position that they could get inside of the circle itself. We are seeing that actually right now the Nigma Galaxy knowing one of the position of the team inside of the top hills, but I'm not really sure how long it's gonna get until they gonna be refilling their position later. But yeah, right now, team number 5 with just Iraq, the one who got the winner chicken dinner in the first round, is actually trying to get something after only getting one elimination point.
But
We just did a research.
yeah, we
I'm
just
sorry, Vietnam. You are inside a circle.
yeah.
I forget.
Vietnam.
I only remember Xavier.
The Xavier, but actually
Eagle joined us as well.
Eagle
Oh my
actually
God.
joined
I'm
PMRC
sorry, Eagle.
because like Eagle is actually like the coming out as the second place for Vietnam Fall.
So that way,
PNBL,
second.
yeah.
So I
Because
do
like the
not remember.
PMRC is like the top three teams, right?
Top three team.
From each
Each
country.
region, yeah. From the final, yeah.
Yeah, from the
From
final.
I'm so sorry,
Okay.
Eagle. So sorry.
Thank you, internet.
Anna will blame me so hard, I think, from the fact because Anang do the restream for the IESF.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Anang.
Hello, Mr. Anang.
But now, Laos. This I'm not wrong, right? Laos is not participating at the PMRC, right? No,
No, Laos.
This is I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is the time we are seeing again Laos because actually Laos has a lot of potential players
Yeah.
when it comes to Southeast Asia, but I think it is just not that time to join the Southeast Asia region of PUBG Mobile itself. So yeah, we will see here they are already have a good high ground place, and this is so hard to be countered with. But Nigma again, they still can manage how to do the rotation without seeing any other team. And they play real well. What Donna?
No.
No Laos, right?
No Laos, yes, no Laos.
Yeah.
No Laos.
They're
Don't
still
worry,
fighting
don't
about
worry.
that one, actually.
Because like PMRC is only
You know what?
content with.
I still want to be invited as the analyst too. If I'm wrong again, maybe.
No. Don't worry though, because like PMRC is gonna be filled with Thailand, Indonesia, MYSGPH, which
Yeah.
is like combined.
Yeah, but only MY.
together. Only MY. Actually, only MY. Actually, only and Vietnam as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be like pretty interesting to watch
Yeah.
because that's gonna be held right after this tournament.
But why we are seeing only Nigma? No fight whatsoever.
They're
Yes.
splitting two sides
Yeah,
here.
two
One
sides.
is like one in the uphill, one is like lower ground. So is it like very wise because actually Miramar is very hard to go up if you don't have the way to do it, and it's gonna be very hard for you to actually back them up. Like
Yeah,
splitting
yeah.
2 for 2, is it a wise decision at the moment?
I think it is wise if the players if the players at the lower ground can bait the players go outside of the compound. So the player from the uphill can do the support attack. Same goes to the uphill player. They can hide for a while. So the player or the enemy can be shown, and the lower ground player from the same team can shoot towards that player. So it depends on the situation, how they play the situation, if they are being pushed by the other teams.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's still a possibility here for the other teams to be baited, but Maldives here trying to stay inside of the compound, knowing the position of the Iraq, I suppose, but not gonna do anything yet because they don't want to be baited by the condition so far. It's at first, the first circle, I mean, like, we see some aggressive movement, but right now it's like pretty passive, pretty chilling. The last two circles is just like, oh, I want to stay longer, I want to be here longer, I want to take more of the placement point. But despite what they want, there is no one is actually being caught up. So it's still not a good thing to be like this, and they just I think gonna be waiting for the fourth, fifth circle until they are forced to be out of the compound.
Yeah, that's the key point. Until they force, outside or be outside of the compound. But I want to comment something. Thank you, Observer, for seeing this. I really like how the group B play because not all textbook with only assault rifle and SMG, but the usage of DMR is actually high at Group B, SLR, Mini 14. I believe I watched or I saw also SKS. So that way, Group B is more colorful in terms of weapon of choice. So this will be good for their playstyle because if you have DMR players in your team, you can play quite well at the medium range because if you use bolt action, one chance, then gun. But when you use DMR, you can tapping around until you get the hit mark, or maybe you can get the knockdown from the enemy.
Yeah. But actually, DMR is like one of my favorite weapon when I first jump into PUBG Mobile as well. Like because like as you mentioned earlier, like you can keep tapping it like until we hit the hit mark. Yeah, we got the hit mark. So yeah. And I really like to see that weapon of choice is being played for now, and also in the Indonesian scene as well. There are also more and more players as well to they like to play DMR.
Yeah, I think people right now remember what is the true function of DMR. Sometimes they are proclaiming M4 is the greatest weapon, but when it comes to 300 meters more, your M4 is become useless.
Yeah, it is
so useless because DMR is actually kind of sniper kind of weapon, but it is more volatile for you. You can use tap for it, and it kind of gives you second, third chance. Then you use the bolt action. So love it when people are using DMR, but it is not good also if all the players using the DMR.
No,
because you will be very weak at term of close combat, because sometimes when you use SMG and assault rifle, you can change the weapon when you already out of ammo of your one of the weapons. So SMG close combat, then go to M4. That's better than use M4 and DMR. So it depends at the situation again.
Yep. Depends on the situation as well. I think like it's gonna be like a big question mark though if a pro team only using a DMR as their main weapon though. It's like, what was that? And right now, we are going to see like more and more players and team as well. They are going to move around into proceeding inside the circle. But now, team number 8, Chinese Taipei, they're going to be guarding up the western side of the circle, just waiting for the blue zone moving. And then they're also going to be sweeping around or scouting around the other teams that is still outside the circle.
Yeah, Miss Lycro, Chinese Taipei. One is being knocked out, if I'm not mistaken, by the Nigma Galaxy of the Iraq here from the higher ground, because they know they have the chance to do it. And Sri Lanka is actually can backstab this Iraq if they are not really being cautious about that one. But Sri Lanka is also unable to go further, to go inside deeper to the side of the circle, because there's a gatekeeper from the NGX Lord. But look at that one. Getting one free kills, I guess. Free elimination point here from the side of Lord. And we are seeing actually Bhutan gonna do some rotation. They really want to go inside of the circle. Maybe do a little bit rotate to the eastern side of the circle at the moment.
Or maybe they're just like gonna walking around, because actually technically they're inside the zone, at the edge of the zone itself, but they're gonna be like facing a lot of opponent there, because it's gonna be like a little bit packed at the east-west or southeast. Southeast area of the circle.
But I really like how Eagle Esports play their position, or Vietnam, because they split up to two players at the lower ground, or three, I believe, three or two on the top of the hill, and one defending their vehicle, I believe. So they really do the gatekeep really well right now, because even if with a class like Uzbekistan, which is very aggressive, is kind of having a hard time right now. They're still playing at the edge of the circle, even not entering right now, and still being gatekept. But the zone shift towards the northwest area of the map. Even Vietnam right now need to move a lot of teams already
Yeah.
near the circle. And again, this will be maybe a catastrophe coming
Yeah.
for Vietnam because they need to jump down from this big, we can say hill. I
Yeah.
mean, they need to move around. They need to jump down and go to the circle. And Bhutan already there. Bhutan is going well because they want earlier to go
Yeah.
to the east side of the map, but because there are a lot of people, they can't go there. But right now, they are helped by the circle. They can go to the west,
Yep.
to the far west, and go touchdown to the circle. Because I think they still have a lot of vehicle available at that place.
Yeah, and I believe that's as well. But we are gonna see like a big bloodbath gonna be happening here in the southeast area of the circle because every team, every player is forced to go outside and then proceeding into the next circle. And as we can see, our camera is moving around because there's so much more war happening around the area.
But Uzbekistan at the moment is actually having a clash with that's Myanmar, I believe.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's on the same compound. One is down, one is on the down. Two even right now. One last man standing is on the outside of the circle. But here you go.
Whoa.
Actually, Uzbekistan will be
Uzbekistan.
on.
Uzbekistan is being eliminated, and right now there we are gonna see team number 2, which is Bahrain. Right now they are going to move inside the next circle, and they are really need to rush in out.
Yeah, I think this will be a YOLO movement coming from them because they have the bike back. That's the surprise coming from Bahrain. The bait is the bike, but right now they can shoot towards the player of Vietnam. Even that's another good positioning when he being shot. He do the prone, can't be shot, but the mole and also the gunfight still coming in, even though Vietnam being baited by the Bahrain. But again, we know they are Eagle Esports. They still can take control of the fight. But right now, Bahrain is too fast to shoot towards the Myanmar. Myanmar can still do the setup first and do fight with Bahrain. But Nigma is also in this position. But suddenly the nades coming out of nowhere, knocking down players from Bahrain. And it is a nade from Nigma. What? Nigma is not even see the Bahrain, but the nade too far and connected to Bahrain.
But we're saying that actually Myanmar right now is the main target coming from the Negma Galaxy Iraq, eliminating another team right now, but Chinese Taipei joining the war here as the third party.
Yes. It's gonna be like, Nigma Galaxy right now. They're splitting up their player 2-and-2 situation from Nigma Galaxy, but one man down. But right now, but it is actually like they are having a pretty high chance to revive that one player from Nigma Galaxy.
Yep, totally agree because there's still one player left at the top of that hill.
Yep.
Because they are already wiping out all the players from Bahrain and also Myanmar. So they are the conqueror of the top hill right now. The only obstacle for them right now is Vietnam because Vietnam is quite near with them. But the regrouping, this is what I like from Nigma Galaxy. Even though only 2 players, but they can do the defend pretty well for a whole team. Chinese Taipei being defended with only 2 people. Same goes to the movement from Vietnam with only 2 people. So Nigma Galaxy again showing their class of gameplay.
With 10 elimination point has been collected from them, and right now they are gonna be sweeping team from Chinese Taipei because they saw that coming. But Hamodi though, he managed to juke that nade and only but not with that firing power from Team Vietnam. 1 man down, Hamodi from Nigma Galaxy, 3 man remaining.
3 men remaining, but look at the position right now is very close to each other. Only the difference of the hate right now. We're seeing Bhutan is also like trying to move a little bit further, want to get close to the side, but here you go. Chinese Taipei is actually taking the kills here, taking the elimination, taking the chance to overcome the situation. But we are seeing Nigma Galaxy rushing to the members of the side of Vietnam.
And suddenly only 2 left, only 2 teams left right now, and we are proceeding into the end game. But now, El Doge, 2 teams left. in only the 7th circle.
Yep, only the 7th circle. This is a very massive gameplay of battle in Miramar. But 3-on-4 situation. Nigma Galaxy opening his position freak, but it's not good because there is one player from Chinese Taipei to do the flank towards the left side of Nigma Galaxy. If they not aware and lost another member, it will be hard because 4-on-2 situation is not an ideal situation. That's what I'm talking about. But why? The Chinese Taipei, I think it's fast. Too fast even to do the shooting towards the Nigma Galaxy. So Nigma Galaxy already knew where is the player from Chinese Taipei, but it's still open from Nigma Galaxy. There's no follow-up. Not one being taken out, and it is Lord. So it is not an ideal situation for on 2, and this is not a good
Chinese
because
Taipei.
one is fighting 2 player from Chinese Taipei, so it's not good. Nate being cooked. 3, 2, 1, throw towards the player of Nigma. Explosion there, but it's not knocked down. Enigma is being pushed by the zone, but again, he still can be the savior because the knockdown is still happening, but he needs to go towards the circle.
Yeah.
2 players
I
down.
feel like we are seeing right now Chinese Taipei. Oh, but look at that one. Free getting that shot down. Not only that, is he's almost getting the second one here, but Chang Fu taking a Haojing. What will happen right now? 1v1 situation right here. But I think right now Free, he's gonna try to save for the opportunity, but Chang is going from the bottom side here. Hong throwing the grenade here, not hitting the players. The Freak here, Freak still having a chance to use something.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, he managed to revive one man. Oh my God! But this is here comes the Hong. Here comes the Hong, and now they are gonna be facing. He is gonna be facing 2 men from Nigma Galaxy, but Chinese Taipei managed to take those 2 men.
I really like how Chang Fu did the fight. What he did is actually just popping out a little bit, not committing the fight, shooting towards the ground, and cancel the revive from Nigma Galaxy. So that way Nigma Galaxy just only have 1 player.
Only 1?
2 versus 1.
Yeah. He almost revived the other
because
one.
the
though.
revive is cancelled, Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way 2
It's
players.
split second, right?
Yeah, just only 2.
I believe that there was like 2 men separating.
2 men is from
Chinese
China.
Taipei. Yeah.
That was very clever. See, the revive is 1 complete and it's cancelled, Donna. Because he's popping out a while, shooting the ground, and making the Nigma Galaxy player kinda, I guess, what do we say? What is kagok in English?
Oh, like
Shaking?
a little bit.
Shaking,
yeah, a bit.
kind of shake a bit, and revive
Panicked.
is cancelled. Yeah, panic. And
Panic,
2-on-1 situation. That was very, very cool coming from Chinese Taipei. And congratulations for Chinese Taipei for the first chicken dinner at the second game.
Yeah, I mean like the Chinese Taipei playing quiet, passive. I mean like not passive. I mean like more like into the safety.
Yes,
like
safety.
they if they can go for something, they will go for it. But
Yeah.
if not, they will just chill out a bit, wait for the opportunity. And when they know the only opponent is actually Nigma Galaxy, they're already losing 1 member, and 1 member is also on the knock side. He's just like, okay, go in right now. This is the chance, and they got it after having a quiet slap in the first match. Because it's not really good
Being
result,
cut
right?
by Bhutan, right?
Yeah.
At the near place of 12 house. Indonesian players say Rumah 12.
Yeah.
12 house.
12
but
house.
what I see from the previous game is Nigma Galaxy. I think
Yeah.
Galaxy do not need to play at the third game. It's already okay.
Yeah, it's like-
because after chicken, number 2, after that, so yeah.
I mean
huge
the
point.
elimination
Place.
point
Yeah.
collecting so much. I mean like it's
Double
still on the top of the
Yeah.
list right now for the Nigma Galaxy.
They are on the top of the list right now. Double-digit elimination, second place, even the game number 1, first place or the chicken dinner. But I think this is just my wild imagination.
Yep.
If they do not meet Vietnam, which is also very strong,
Yeah.
I think the second game will be for Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah,
Because Vietnam
yeah.
only 2 players but can eliminate 1 player from Nigma Galaxy. Then when they already only have 3 players, they fight with Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
Even
Which is a
Chinese
strong one.
Taipei lost 3 players.
Yeah.
So that's a very interesting ending for Miramar itself.
Yeah, for the second game for Group B itself. But ladies and gentlemen, we have one more game for Group B, which is Sanhok And before we go or jumping into the Sanhok, we're gonna have a little bit or short break. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bali 14 World Esports Championship 2022. We are back for the Asia Regional Qualifier Group B here for the last match, which is going to be the Sanhok. After witnessing two interesting matches coming from the Miramar and also from the Erangel. Still with me, Villajev, Donaviska, and also Aldoge here, the one who's going to be accompanying you guys for this Sanhok maps that we saw them from the Group B. Apparently, they are very aggressive compared to the Group A.
Very interesting.
Yeah, a lot of fights happen, and then
a lot of good setup.
Playing from a different angle, unexpected one, if I can say so. There are a lot of utility that connected towards the people. I think it's safe to say B is better than A.
Ooh, possibly
Yeah.
because the elimination point is also divided. Just you have mentioned it before, like
Distributed
Uzbekistan
quite
having
well, right?
kills,
Yeah.
the elimination from the other places from the country as well. Like they really want to get over something. Even the Nepal, even the Bhutan, everyone have their own ways to get something. Try to climb up and maybe scrapping some points. Not only the weapons, but also scrapping some points.
I think we can say that at Group A, there are several teams quite dominant.
Yep.
Yeah, but at Group B, it's quite balanced. So, yeah.
Is it? And is Iraq really balanced, though?
Yeah, I think it's balanced as well, right? When it comes to fight, a lot of things happen. So, yeah, Group B is pleasant to watch.
This past two games is really, really interesting, and I cannot wait to see Sanhok, how they're gonna play Sanhok, because like I really wanted to see how they play in the middle area of Sanhok, Painan, Bootcamp, and as well as Paradise, and then especially with that kind of circle that is happening in this season as well, in this fall season, that is quite interesting for me. So yeah, I cannot wait to see what is gonna happen in Sanhok.
Or they will be going the same because they need the points. Sanhok at the last game, they will do the healing technique.
Just maybe.
Or maybe the other teams were like, okay, this is Sanhok. This is a closer way for us to get over something. We already done our first two matches. Erangel, it doesn't really work for me. Miramar, same. So I think like Sanhok is the last option. So going all in, going for all of possibility, our aggressiveness, all of the ways to do it. Maybe just play like Uzbekistan, basically, because they are rushing, but they also like calculating every single thing possible.
I think when it comes to Group A, we saw earlier Syria. They really want to do the fight right because they need the point, even though it is not the time for them still. But yeah, there is a lot of possibility, a lot of chance at the different occasion maybe. But when it comes to Group B, I really agree with Velajev, Uzbekistan. I really wait how they play at Sanhok. Are they still do the aggressive thing, or they follow the pattern? Well, this is the last game. We play really safe. We play quite safe. We do need placement point, and they do not play aggressive anymore. But let's see how they play at Sanhok itself.
Yeah, because the differentiation that we saw in the first two matches were like very variant. We see that actually the top 5 teams is like more likely the same. Like Iraq is still on the top 5, definitely. Chinese Taipei is like the first round is not really good for them. But the second one they got a chicken, which is very nice for them. So yeah, I mean like most of them really showing how is like the power that they got, really showing their teeth and everything. But placement point, I don't really think that they really gonna be considering that one. I still think like the aggressive movement is still gonna be shown, especially inside of Sanhok. Who doesn't want to fight inside of Sanhok? There's a lot of places to hide, even the trees and everything, the big rocks and stuff. It's much more versatile and also like can play more fun as well inside of the Sanhok itself, especially with the weapons inside of the Sanhok that you have mentioned before. The differentiation, the variety of them using the weapon inside of this one is also like very useful inside of that game. And I really want to see more how they are going to be maximizing the potential that they have with the weapons that is available.
Me as well. I personally like. I really want to see the big fight, big gameplay, big war happening in Sanhok rather than like only like healing and healing and healing. But thankfully at the group A though, it's like so minimum that the teams playing
only one or two
healing.
teams.
Only one. Maximum 2, I believe.
Yeah,
maximum 2. And in this group, in the group B, I believe like there's gonna be also a minimum team that's gonna play healing strategy.
Definitely, they want to try to take the chances.
To
definitely
get the highest point possible, right? But for
Ooh.
me, before we start Sanhok, for me, Sanhok is the hardest map because you gotta do the full aware of yourself. Sometimes people are just surprised from the grass, from the big rocks. So yeah, we'll see how the group B plays. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the last game of the day, qualifier for Asia, Sanhok.
Let's go!
The flight path back again. The pilot, just like what you mentioned, the group B is very, very good. I mean, like, it's spreading a lot for the places here. Painan, Chem Alpha, Haitin, or even Ruins might be the place that will be chased out. But Kampong is also like, there's one thing, the one team that is going to that area, I think.
I know what you want to do. Do you remember, Donna?
What?
PMPL Southeast Asia, when Bigatron tried the strategy to have a lot of healing, Eagle jumped toward that position. I think this is the continuity of what they want to do at Sanhok, because Eagle is actually a strong team. But even strong team can go inside the circle if there are a lot of teams already get killed. So that way they have docks, they have kampong even, and the strapping area around docks. Maybe there will be one player left behind to do a full healing technique from zone number 4, but the other 3 will do the best to fight. This is same goes to Bonafide earlier or priorly in Indonesia, which all the players right now play at Dewa United.
But what is really interesting about this last game is there's none team is like filling up the Charlie Island, but right now we're gonna see team number 5 right now is gonna have Nigma Galaxy gonna have 2 men. 2 of their men knocked down right now.
Yeah, two men down from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, okay, one good trade with Nigma Galaxy, but Nigma Galaxy right now in a very hard situation because just 2 active players be seen at our big map. Where is the other one? Because the other one, I think it's quite far. 2 players play at the storage place at boot camp, but I do not know where is the other one because Nigma Galaxy
only play with 3.
Only 3?
3 players only.
3 players
only. 3 player only.
So it's only 2 left coming from
Nigma
Galaxy.
Galaxy. Don't take my word seriously lah. I said you already have point, but don't play with only 3 lah.
Yo.
How come this is happening?
Yeah, only Hamdoi and also Lord is available right now inside of the Sanhok.
Lord
when
and
it's
Hamodi
only
play?
Lord and Hamodi.
Hamodi. Which one already been taken down?
I believe
R something, A something.
Well, let's see.
Let's see. I'm sorry to give a hard time to you guys.
It's okay, but it's really interesting.
Al-Haji. The one that is not is Al-Haji.
Powerful.
Yeah,
then.
Powerful has been eliminated.
I will remember. It's been eliminated?
It is.
Eliminated.
So the one that is not playing is Freak. No wonder lah.
Wait.
So Al-Haji is being eliminated. They have the Hamdoi and also Lord. Currently moving around inside of the Sanhok. So Freak is not there.
So Freak, right? Not playing.
Not playing.
Yeah, Freak is not there.
Freak
is not there.
Oh my God! So this is it. This is the paradise. The paradise.
That was the movement Uzbekistan chill. How can he do the lead like that? That's so fast. So yeah, they are still meeting with Laos right now, right? From Uzbekistan itself. So this is what we are talking about priorly when it comes to Paradise Resort. It can be like this. They will be the stalemate because it's too tricky and it's too dangerous when you just move around, especially at the central part of the paradise itself. You can be easily being taken down by a lot of angle.
Yeah, it is. It's showing and revealing too much right here. But I feel right now all of the teams is actually doing a very good rotation, but Lao is actually prefer to not going deep inside of the paradise, just letting the Uzbekistan staying there, waiting for the players to actually visit them. But if they are not really wise with their movement, Lao will take the chance to try to rush them down, hunt them, and even eliminate them. And we know actually gameplay coming from Uzbekistan is very aggressive. But just like what you have mentioned, Donna, well, we see that two matches that coming from Uzbekistan is very, very aggressive. If I'm not mistaken, you were mentioning they might be playing quite safely, and they did actually. There's not a lot of rotation, or maybe they're just collecting the loot that they need for doing that.
But talking about Laos though, I really like how they position themselves here. They know really well if they do a war or fight or a clash inside the paradise itself, it's gonna be like a hard time for them, a calamity for them, and then they choose to wait outside of the paradise itself. But moving on to the bootcamp area, I believe here Nigma Galaxy only have Lord available as the last man standing, still facing a team Sri Lanka.
Even a Sri Lanka player do the Superman jump. He has not detected earlier, but right now the volley is being thrown. The movement from Nigma Galaxy. This will be a 1v1 situation. Thompson versus UMP. Both of them using the ACP weapon-based ammo, but the Cook of Nade cancelling the boosting coming from Sri Lanka. 1v1 is still there. Cook the Nade more likely to one and thrown by Nigma Galaxy is just very well done, but it is not knocking him down. Only a splash damage. The second Nade 2-1. This will be very well done. Nigma Galaxy, the conqueror of 2 games, just being taken down by Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka is just doing a really good job, you know. They just want, they know it's the last man standing coming from Nigma Galaxy. They're just gonna rush for it, and they're very patient over the movement. Even despite Lord is trying so hard to ignore all of the movement that is given by Sri Lanka, but you know what? It's 4 members, so it's not gonna be very easy. But look at this one. We are actually witnessing Bahrain is eliminating one of the players coming from Nepal. And not only that, because we know that actually they are aiming for more. Rest of the player from the Nepal right now staying inside of the compound. But Bahrain really wants to go to that direction. The zone is moving. The vehicle is going to that direction. Will they be able to do that?
Oh my god, but right now Jiggle has one. Oh no, actually he opened up a firing, but none of the man is going down from Team Bahrain. But meanwhile Jiggle finally have 1 man down from Bahrain itself. But right now Bahrain still has Hassan at the higher ground of the level for now, guarding up the area or the defensive area for Nepal. But both of the teams is actually have to rush in to the circle to save up the power or to save up their position right now. But Nepal still there. Nepal is still standing strong.
They're having a hard time, you know. They want to go out because there's the gatekeeper in front of them. They just kind of like move out a little bit. But Bahrain again here being tapped and losing a member. Nepal already collecting 2 elimination points so far. Bandage is the only things that they have. They only have 1 first aid here on this one particular player, but the others doesn't even have the bandage itself. So the rotation, they really need to go closer to the circle or maybe collecting the things that they need. But look at that one. This is what we have been waiting for. Uzbekistan's movement. Lao going back a little bit because they feel the presence of Uzbekistan. They feel, they smell the aggressive movement that is coming by them.
Yeah, and this is it. And this is it. Finally, Laos is gonna up facing against Team Uzbekistan right now after they wait so much time, so much minutes, and now several grenades has been thrown up, and yet another utility is going to be thrown up to Uzbekistan, but none of those grenades really have some meaning. But right now, as mentioned earlier by El Doge, both Team Uzbekistan and Laos, they are gonna be waiting in paradise for a long time.
Yeah, because earlier we can saw from the first zone or first circle, Paradise is actually at the middle, so that way I think Uzbekistan do not want to do any aggressiveness whatsoever. They fulfill their loot first, then they go if they ready. But again, we are moving back to the boot camp area. Two players from Brunei Darussalam, again not an ideal situation for them because Sri Lanka, look at their movement. They are moving around, two already at the edge of the lake, yeah, and two more inside the storage. So I think this is a very hard situation for Brunei because they are just with only two and already circling around. And the Superman jump again from Sri Lanka. This will be what?
No.
Yeah, this will be a very hard situation for them.
Does it remind you of Bigatron's movement, though, Sri Lanka? It's really familiar, right? It's, really, really similar.
That's what I'm talking about
Yeah.
earlier at the Group A. Bigatron is a team who go to the flat area. They not go to the hill, but they play at the edge of the lake itself.
Yeah. And then like sweeping any other opponent that has been showing up around them as well. And for now, it's Brunei Darussalam's turn to facing Sri Lanka.
This is what we call Nyayur, guys.
Nyayur.
When Sri Lanka already wiping out one team earlier, now they fight again with another one. But Brunei still at the lower hand of the position itself, even though they gave a lot of damage toward the enemy from Sri Lanka, but they still on the lack of people. 4-on-2, a lot of nades coming in, bombardment coming from both of the team, but Sri Lanka right now already close. Even one player from Brunei already at the health point. So this is not a good, but the nade, that was a very good nade coming, what? From his teammate, I believe. From his teammate, I believe, not from Brunei Darussalam. So a very not good situation for Sri Lanka right now, because even though they are at 4-man condition, but they're still outside the circle.
It is. But right now, 2 versus 3 from the Sri Lanka. They really want to seek for the position of the Brunei Darussalam's team. But you know what? Back again to the topic. They don't have enough resources and utilities. So far, the bandage, the first aid is already being used, and they are doing the late rotation. But look at that one. AZ will be trying to get one of the member from the Brunei Darussalam. One last member right here will be hunted out, or maybe it's already being eliminated.
Yeah, eliminated all of the
players.
Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka is already taking down all of the Brunei Darussalam.
Brunei, yes. Brunei has been eliminated here. That was a successful gameplay, successful strategy that has been going on in this game. But we are going to be moving on to team number 7, which is Vietnam.
I just knew it that it actually can move back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just knew it that it can move back. I thought it's only going further.
Because the bike at PUBG Mobile is special.
Ah, okay.
There is an R. What?
There's an R.
What is that?
Reverse. What was that?
What is that? What is that map name? There's an R for the bike at PUBG Mobile. Because
Non-available.
Yeah, non-available. But
I wish it's happening in the real life. You know, you can just like move back with that kind of condition. But move back to the in-game. Move back to the in-game here.
That's modified, fella Dave.
Non-pedal available.
Yeah, but it's battle purpose, you know. Battle Royale purpose. But right now, a lot of movement already being applied, especially by Chinese Taipei right now. The chicken dinner from the Miramar, or the second game of Group B. They're still outside of circle, and they are moving around Paradise. This is one of the reasons why Uzbekistan want to finish the previous game or the previous battle between them and also Laos, because Paradise is not inside the circle anymore. So they need to end the fight, because if they do not end the fight, there's a possibility Laos will become their backstabber, and it is not good for Uzbekistan.
Definitely. They don't want to lose to that kind of situation. But right now, Vietnam and Myanmar. This is
again and
again. This is like happening always from the first, second, third round even right now. But they're still not collecting any elimination point from the Vietnam side. While Myanmar is actually playing quite safe rather than before. But Uzbekistan is also nearby, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's actually going to that kind of direction. Uzbekistan is going to the side of that one, but right now Sri Lanka is still in the full intact team here, doing some rotation, going inside of the circle. collecting 7 so far.
7 so far, and I really like how they rotate now Sri Lanka, and now that they hear like some of the gunfight coming from east side of their position right now, and then they hold a little bit in their position right now because like they are now at the edge of the blue zone, so they're gonna be a little bit safer now for around 40 seconds. So after that, they really need to rethink how the strategy to moving into the circle.
This is why I also do not like Sanhok that much, because the tempo is so fast. You just enter the circle, then you only have 40 seconds.
Yeah.
What? You need to think that fast. You are playing the game for fun. But
Not for them though.
Not for them, apparently.
Yeah. So,
Okay, but Doom is being knocked after meeting each other with Uzbekistan. I think the tapping is coming from that kind of way, but losing a member because of the tapping that is coming from Uzbekistan is a bit too much.
yeah, for you guys who don't know, Sanhok is quite special, different with Evangel Miramar. The radius, the biggest shift is actually happening at this part of the game. The circle number 4, different with Evangel Miramar, which is at the circle number 3, but at Sanhok, it is at the number 4. And you can see Eagle already at the middle of the zone.
Okay.
Then we have also Yangon is there, the Arc Nemesis. So I think northern part is still possible if you want to go to the small compound on the northern side, but around that area is open field, and it will be a very good position to be shot by players of Myanmar and Vietnam.
5 team or 6 team will be meeting each other when they are going to the top of the camp situation right there, and it's going to be a lot of clash happening. But just like this one, Lao losing one member, knockdown happens right now, but the tapping is keep coming from the side of the RNG here. They are just not stopping that because Uzbekistan knows all of the possibilities, and even the Myanmar is also looking down to them, I think, because they are keep losing one to each other. Even Sri Lanka losing a member, now they are focusing over the Sri Lanka. They are having like a lot of possibilities. They can go to the Sri Lanka, they can go for the Lao, and even later they can go for the Myanmar and Vietnam that is up from them.
So that way, controlling the area is really important in Sanhok. I always say it again when I do the analysis, movement or moving is the key inside Sanhok gameplay. So we can see right now, they are meeting Uzbekistan, meeting the Myanmar, because Uzbekistan try their best to go toward the circle, coming from the southwest, I believe, towards the west area of the map itself. But Chinese Taipei, look at those shots. Not only one, but 2 down. Lao in a very hard situation, and I believe Lao is just left with only 2 players, and it is not safe even because both of them are still outside of zone. Shooting coming towards them. One being taken down again. The last man standing is only there for Lao. So yeah. Lao, less than 3 minutes, less than 20 seconds even. They've been taken down by 2 teams, 2 different teams inside the game right now.
Yeah, not only one but 2 different teams, and one of them is Chinese Taipei, and Chinese Taipei is also right now guarding up their position, guarding up their defensive area, while they also scouting another area from the zone itself, and then they are going to be sending up 2 of their men right now from Team Uzbekistan to really scouting up front of their area, while the other they have like 1 man down from Uzbekistan for now.
But the pull and push coming from Uzbekistan is really cool because they can make Myanmar really in a very bad situation, even though the 1 player being taken already being revived, but Myanmar not in a good situation right now, because look at what Uzbekistan did. They are spreading out, 1 already on the top of Myanmar, 2 or 3 players still on the bottom of them, and at the same time right now what Uzbekistan do is not fighting. Alright, one of the players being taken out on the top, but at the same time Uzbekistan faster right now than Myanmar to go inside the circle, even though priorly Myanmar is the one that did the gatekeep towards player of Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I mean, like the Chinese Taipei is joining the war as a 3rd party right there, even the 4th party if I'm not mistaken. It's just like giving so much pressure to the other opponents because of the position that they have. But look at that one, actually 2 members from the Chinese Taipei is gonna be gone, but this one with the last second is getting something.
Yeah.
Karma
Team
is
wiped.
real, right?
Team wipe.
Yeah.
Chinese Taipei has to go out to the lobby, eliminated. But right now, as we can see, team number 7, which is Vietnam, they are holding on to their compound right now at the edge of the blue zone, and they want to clear in the area first thing first before they move on into the next circle. And then now they are seeing Nepal and also the other team as well. Maldives is one of them, and also Sri Lanka.
I think like this time Vietnam is the main target, right? Because it's surrounded by several countries at the same time. But they are also having the opportunity to try to get the point, to get the elimination.
Yeah,
If
what
they can maximize their
Vietnam did
spot.
is actually let the other fight when they want to enter the circle number 5, because it is reducted again. Vietnam just watching around from the compound. At the same time, Myanmar, Uzbekistan, Laos, and also Chinese Taipei are fighting around. They are just throwing their weapon, their utility, but at the same time, Vietnam just waiting. But right now, the smoke coming from Vietnam make them can go toward the circle. But the main problem, their scooter being taken down, and their 2 players being spotted by players of Myanmar. Even though Vietnam can shoot towards Sri Lanka, but they are being held by Myanmar, but Myanmar failed the mission because the last man standing taken down by Vietnam again.
by
Maldives
Blue
still
Zone, I
have,
believe.
Blue zone,
Blue
not
zone.
Vietnam.
No.
Okay,
Blue
sorry.
zone.
but Maldives still have full squad here
Yeah.
inside of the circle and just waiting for the rest of the team fighting to each other. Maybe they just want to take the placement point. They don't want to play aggressively. They just want to wait for the chances to doing it. But look at this one. Actually, Vietnam having a struggle moment. It's gonna be trying to focus on the healing when it's not really good anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's only 3 left.
Yeah, it's only 3 left. It's not really good anymore. So it's going to be like buying a little bit of time and to think. But now one of the Sri Lankans, man, has been taken down by Maldives, I believe. Maldives has
Wait a
3 men remaining for
I
now.
want to see something. I'm curious. Is Maldives starting from the beginning at Camp Bravo or not? Because if they are in Camp Bravo since the beginning, lucky for them then.
Because the circle favored them a lot right now, because like as we can see, we are proceeding into the end game with Sri Lanka only have the last man standing, and it is quite impossible because like the blue zone also giving him pressure.
No. Maldives did their best. So yeah, that's a big rotation coming from them, and they can play out Camp Bravo right now. So it's very
3
well
versus
done
2.
from them. Vietnam still with 1 player
2-1
sneaking
ticket.
around, and also from Team Sri Lanka, the burning is too hard and being wiped out. So I think this is 100% sure.
Yeah.
Chicken dinner for Maldives, because 1 versus 4 is actually so hard. Close to impossible even.
But
okay?
it's 1 versus 2 right now.
Okay.
What will happen right now? Because look at that one.
Oh,
the
no.
grenade.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be looking too good for the side of Maldives.
2-1
Even
TK.
the Vietnam is the one that having the upper hand. What will
Oh my
happen
God.
this time? And here you go. The tapping is out. And here you go. Vietnam 1 versus 3. And get the winner chicken dinner.
That is the
Holy.
player, bro. 2-1 2K.
Speak too early.
You did actually.
I speak too early because 2-1-2K, I forgot he's one of the player
That is
that usually shake
Yeah.
the gameplay of Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
I don't say, the chicken for Maldives blah, whatsoever, but 2-1-2K, I do not see he has
Green.
Groza.
Yeah, grenade as well.
Yeah, grenade as well. So Groza is just too strong. The grenade connected. And 2-1-2K, I'm so sorry. I think today I really have a lot of sin towards Vietnam team. First of all, I do not say Eagle is participant of PMRC. Then
But turns out they
I
are.
do not have any trust for 2-1-2K. So Vietnam, so sorry.
But
So
actually,
sorry.
the Molotov is also coming really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To eliminate that player
Sri Lanka.
coming from the Sri Lanka, yeah.
2-1-2K.
2-1 2K is really showing us how a high class gameplay is playing right now.
So sorry, Vietnam. Twice a day. I made a
I'm
mistake.
not scared about your career now. I'm a bit worried about you.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
Sorry, Vietnam.
But yeah, very,
I
very
want
interesting.
that.
Very interesting. Group B is more intact, more intense, and more interesting as well. A lot of
Yeah.
surprises happen, especially the
Super
last
interesting.
Sanhok. Actually, 1 versus 3 that will that is the winner for the Vietnam side right now. It's just like Group A also giving something different. Like
Yeah.
they are showing the class of the gameplay, how Jordan is showing the potential, but Kazakhstan.
But you know what? To show
What?
my apology to Vietnam, I will feel how he is more than that amazing.
Ooh.
Because you guys earlier said about the first aid they used by Vietnam, right? It is still effective whatsoever, blah blah blah. But I think that's the timing that he made. He did some of the first aid outside
Yeah.
of circle, let the fight commencing, and made what Maldives do not know there will be any other player that will come from that place.
Yeah.
So when they already reduced their awareness, Vietnam just sneaking around, wait for the timing. One crossing so boldly, taken down by Groza. 1v2, Nate is still on the back, and boom! One down, 1v1, and he won. So yeah, 1-2K. So yeah, that's my apologies for you, man.
Yeah,
You're so good.
he was really smart about that timing, about the movement, about that strategy, how he maximized the minimum utility and also resource that he had at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's it. The game for today. It's really interesting how Team B is really like high in pace, and then like Group A has a lot of surprises as well.
Yeah. I
The
think
class of the mechanics and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is being shown by the first group here, Group A, which is like very crazy.
this will be very interesting. I mean, each group has their own color, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Group
it
A
is.
dominated by the top 3 or 5, I believe, but the Group B is quite balanced. But
Balanced.
still, we can see a chicken dinner from team that are different. Even
Yeah.
Enigma closely get the second
Yeah.
back-to-back, but again,
Chinese Taipei.
when they are being collected in the best from each group, tomorrow I think will be very interesting.
Tomorrow will be very, very interesting. So you guys really need to tune on again with us tomorrow. But before we wrap it up,
Yeah.
we really want to say thank you. We really want to do a shout out for our sponsor, Taiwan Excellence, High Ground, and also hotel partner, Merusaka Hotel. Thank you guys for joining us here.
Yeah, because our event later made the main